Hello everybody, welcome back to the Darktower server series. This is Dad Rocks 1, and today we are going to cover a few basics about claims protection. Now this server is PvP and raiding friendly, so one of the things that we've got installed is Claims Protect. One of the hazards with Claims Protect is people don't understand some of the do's and don'ts that really can help protect your hard work from getting griefed, raided, stolen, beaten, crushed, and destroyed. So I'm going to cover some of that for us today, and we'll go ahead and jump right into that. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the basics of claims protection as far as your home goes. Let's start off with basics, essentials, doors. Got to get in, you got to get out. You got the two types of doors. You've got a wooden door and you've got the iron door. And let's face it, wooden doors can be used by anybody. They cannot be locked. And essentially, wooden doors suck. You go to iron doors, you cannot open an iron door without a button, a plate, or a lever, or some other form of redstone. So with this, iron doors are the preferred protection for your homes. Now the downside to this is you still have to have a trigger. So let's talk about your triggers. You have a weighted pressure plate, which anybody can use. So it is not recommended that if you want to protect your house that you use a pressure plate because anybody can walk in or walk back out. Okay? So when you're using pressure plates, use them for inside the house when nobody should have access or for accessing areas that really have no import or value where you can have stuff damaged or stolen. Then we're looking at wooden buttons. Wooden buttons are not a good choice because with a wooden button you can actually use a bow and shoot a wooden button and trigger it. And as long as that arrow stays, which is usually a few seconds, it is going to keep active. That door will remain open and it's not very effective. So when it comes to your doors, do not use pressure plates. Do not use wooden buttons. Stick with stone buttons and levers because in claims protection, I can hit the button, but it's not going to activate anything, and I cannot even trigger the lever. So back to basics. Wooden doors suck. Iron doors preferred. Pressure plates, wooden buttons not very effective unless you have nothing to protect within. Stone buttons and levers are your protective ways. Then we're going to take a look at some other forms. You have the wooden trapdoors and the iron trapdoors. Now, iron trapdoors can only be activated by button, lever, or some other form of redstone. Wooden trapdoors can be manually opened by hand. Now they are both protected. With the wooden one, you can get the flip motion going on here, but nobody can actually get in. The one it'll close before it, they can drop down. So both are effective protective forms if you have some underground room or vault or something like this. When you're looking at wooden fences, like the trapdoors, you can flip them, but you can't get through it. They prevent you from getting through it. The nice thing about these two is they're like fences, and they have a 1.5-inch hit block, so they cannot be jumped over. Now, take in mind, there are a lot of ways over a fence. The leaping potion gives you a much higher radius to jump, so you can clear this. What some people are effectively doing is placing one on top of the other, so it creates a too high door, which you activate through the gates. Still not very effective, um, but at least it's claim protected. When we talk about containers, now containers are dangerous. You cannot protect any hoppers, furnaces, droppers, or dispensers. So anything you've got within there can be simply reached in, hijacked, and whatever you've got is gone. So if you have any furnaces and they're in an open area or an area that people have access to, you want to make sure that you clean them out so you don't leave any coal in there that can be easily stolen. Raiders and griefers will go in and take anything that is not nailed down. So if you have anything inside of these, make sure it's either in an area that they cannot get into or simply don't have anything in them. Now when we talk about chests, now I did a tutorial on my channel about simple chest protection. But chests, if they're uncovered, are not protected at all. They can be opened by anybody. They can't be destroyed, but they can be opened. Now, the game recognizes glass, sea lanterns, glowstone, stairs. They're transparent blocks, and any transparent block on top of a chest allows it to be open. Now, if you remove claim protection and you actually cover this block, or cover this with a solid block, now it is a protected chest and nobody can get in, claims protected or not. So as long as you have a solid block on top of a chest, it is protected. Now, ender chests are a wonderful thing. Every ender chest is simply aligned to a single player. Nobody else can access the contents. Anybody can open an ender chest unless it's protected with a solid block, but anybody can open it, but they're only going to see the items that are contained within their own ender chest. Unless you're an admin or an op, there's no way for you to look at anybody else's chest. So it's strongly recommended that if you have anything valuable, put it inside your ender chest. If it's not so valuable, then you can go ahead and use regular chests. If you don't, whatever is in there is fair game, and they will take it. So let's do a brief summary. Wooden doors suck. Iron doors, good. Wooden buttons, pressure plates, bad. Stone buttons and levers are good. You are always protected on your trapdoors. You're always protected on your wooden fences, and all of your hoppers, furnaces, droppers, and dispensers are fair game. Chests, got to have a solid block on them. If they have a transparent block or no block, they can be opened. And then, of course, ender chests are your best friend because they will protect everything and only you can access them. The nice thing about the Minecraft server is at the spawn area, they have ender chests readily available right there for all players to access. You will, of course, have to buy or create one later if you want to place within your home, but at least you have easy access to it right there. Now we're going to take a look at a glitch that a lot of folks don't understand or don't realize is in the game, and we will discuss how you can get around that glitch in just a second. This last segment we're going to talk about is a misconception that just because a chest is inside a house, it is safe. Now, as a briefer, I can't break blocks, I can't get in, but there's a glitch that a lot of folks don't realize, that if a chest is right up against a block that is protected, you can actually break that block and enter the chest by doing a simple left click, right click, or one right after the other. You can actually break that block, and before that block has a chance to reset with the claims protection, you can actually access the chest. The protection for this is a solid block above the chest. You can't open a chest that has a solid block on it. So you can protect your chests, as I discussed over here, with a solid block. If you don't, I can get access and steal all of your stuff. Another trick is, as long as you cannot access the block that allows you to break into the chest, then you can't get to it. So for instance, if you have a too high plant like this that has a full hitbox, you can actually get in there and protect this while decorating your home. So I can't break the block that is right in front of that chest. Now, some of your other items, sunflowers and some of your double grasses, will still allow you to select that block. But when you have a full-size rose bush or something like that in front of it, you simply cannot break that block. So as long as you've got something protecting the outside of the block that is in front of the chest, nobody can do the double-click glitch. So there you have it. There are some of your claims protections. Please keep in mind that we're only out here to protect the players from getting their stuff griefed, and hopefully this will have been of use to you. So if you do like it, please give me a like. If you do like the tutorial, please subscribe to my channel, and I thank you guys very much. We'll see you on the Minecraft server.